Open YouTube. Peace, love, fuck the world, vibe, tribe, like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. Listen, when I tell you this is going to be the most important thing I'm going to say all freaking day. My name is not important, but what is the fact that I'm here on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the ceiling for healing. Understand when you come here, this is spa day for the soul, chicken noodle soup for the spirit, and mani and patties for the ego. You understand what I'm saying? Understand when you come here, this is a hard hat area, and development is the construction site. All right. So can we get some Tonka trucks? Can we get some little, can we get some emoji constructions? Can we get some construction emojis? I said that in Spanish like a motherfucker. All right. So peace, love, and wealth. Again, my name is not important, but I want to thank everybody for pulling up and showing out. Happy to have you back, Kimmy. Shout out to you. Shout out to the G7 Fly High. You already know. Shout out to Bright, the brightest sun, the brightest light, and the brightest star in the eastern sky. Shout out to Bright Light. She the brightest star in the eastern skyline. All right. Um, Peace, love, hope, and wealth to everybody. Y'all already know I gotta say my commercial. Um, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to reciprocate. Everything that you donate will go directly to food, shelter, and water. No, I didn't. I ain't even know about it. I ain't even gonna fake to you. All right. I got 3 different ways you can donate to the channel. Salam, right? Um, yeah. I am working on just to make an announcement. I'm currently redoing my tarot course. So if anybody was thinking about signing up for the tarot course, I'm redoing it. Also, I am working on a chakra course. All right, this is going to be free. All right, but y'all be on the lookout for that. It's probably gonna be like 8 videos, 7 videos. So I'm gonna have a very, very, very comprehensive breakdown of the chakras coming up, probably starting tomorrow. Knowing me. Um, yeah. So what else? We got the collective reading. We about to get started with the collective reading, and then y'all already know after the collective reading, we can get into the individuals. If you want to donate, we got donation tiers in the description box, as well as a list of all of my services. All right. So the card of the day is going to be the moon card. Okay. So this is the number 18 card of the major arcana. Understand whenever the major arcana cards pop up, this is going to be a dominant energy for the months, weeks, months, years ahead. Okay. So just in general, before I really get into the deeper innards of the card, right? Uh Wait, as soon as I get on live, I start yarning. So, the moon card, is so some of the key terms that goes along with the moon card is illusion, dreams, and illumination, and is ruled by Neptune. All right. Oftentimes when this card pop up, it could indicate that a path is going to be revealed, right? Maybe somebody going to say something, or maybe you could be fired or whatever. But true emotions is going to come to the surface. But we just don't leave it. These true outcome situations and circumstances. Okay, so let me sip my water before we get started with the breakdown of the card. Oh, excuse me. Oh wait, I think I can turn on the flashlight now. I don't even gotta worry about that. Oh shit, I just got the hiccups. Alright, let me take a little bit of this Gold ornaments. I just had to, I'm almost out. What you talking about, Kimmy? All right, so let's get into a thorough breakdown of the moon card, okay? So, the moon, as the card of the day, brings a powerful and mystical energy. It suggests that today is a time to trust your intuition even when things seem unclear. The moon often illuminates hidden truths, but in a way that us to navigate through shadows, illusion, and uncertainty. It calls you to be cautious, reflective, and aware of your emotional responses right now. Um, trust your inner guidance. The moon encourages you to listen to your intuition and inner wisdom. You may be experiencing confusion or uncertainty in some area of your life, but know that your inner voice holds the answers. Pay attention to your moments of quiet reflection. They may provide insight that is not immediately obvious. Beware of illusion. This card This, I'm sorry, things may not be as they seem right now. The moon card can indicate situations where there is a veil of illusion or distortion. Be careful not to take decisions based solely on surface level perceptions. Dig deeper and ask yourself if your fears or desires are clouding your judgment. Embrace the unseen. Moon card represents the unconscious and the things that lie beneath the surface. Today is a good day to explore hidden feelings, unresolved emotions, or neglected aspects of yourself. There may be something within needs to be acknowledged or released for healing right now. Let the cycles of the moon guide you. The moon is all about cycles, much like the phase of the moon itself. When whatever you're going through, remember that this phase is temporary. Like the moon, your emotions and circumstances will shift. So be patient with yourself and allow things to solve and evolve naturally. My new path is being revealed. So, hidden deep inside this card is the balance between the light and the shadows. Okay? The moon shows us both the light and the shadow. It shows you to embrace both aspects of yourself, the conscious and unconscious, the known and unknown. To reflect on what you've been ignoring or suppressing, the path to clarity often requires facing the darkness within. Today's message is about trusting what you feel deep inside, even if you feel, I'm sorry, trusting what you feel deep inside, even if it's not clear or fully formed. The moonlight is there to guide you, but you must walk carefully, trusting that each step will reveal more of the truths as you go. Is there is there any specific area in your life that you feeling certain about right now? Maybe the moon card can shed some light on it. So again, whenever we looking at these cards, remember situations and circumstances can vary, but it's the epitome or the true meaning behind the card. and how it resonates for you as an individual is what's important. You understand what I'm saying? So, um, the moon is going to reveal the innermost workings of man. And so when you realize what's going on in your current environment, then you it's going to be a clear path for you to go. It may not be quick, it may not be fast, it may not be easy, but as I always say this, moving on is better than staying in a hurtful situation, right? Because it's almost like you cutting yourself, right? And if I leave, I cut once, but then I start to heal. But if I stay in that situation, I cut myself every single day, so I never really truly get to heal. And if I deal with infections, I got to deal with nasty scars and all. So who wants to deal with all of that, right? We could just make the move when it's time and be done and never look back. All right, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and close the general collective read, and then we can get into the individuals. Come one, come all, y'all, because I will be closing the list soon. I will be closing the free list soon. So if you guys want to get on the free list, then please, please, please show some love on one of my most recent videos. And if you want to ask Tarot a question, please go to step 2, right, and check out some of the do's and don'ts of asking tarot questions. And then at the end of that list of do's and don'ts, I have a couple pages of sample questions we can choose from. That's what's up. That's what's up. All things considered. Where is my Palo Santo? I've been missing you, Uncle Palo. Finally, I have been listening to myself. That's what's up. Well, you know, KP always celebrating progress. Always. All right, y'all. Last call. I said we got 4 people. Can I interest anybody in the card today? You want to ask a question? How can I help you? I'm happy to hear that, Kim. Shout out. All right, Bright. That's what's up. Shout out to you. All right. So you said you in a general. What's your sign again, Jizzle? You gotta follow the instructions, Jay, and please wait to post your question because I'm doing the reading right now. Okay. What up? What up? What up? What's going on, y'all? All right. So you got the first card you got was the Justice card. So I thought I'd be a little bit nosy and dig deep and see where in specific use the justice. Okay. What's up, JB? Please follow the instructions, JB. All right. I think you're gonna be second after. So after this reading done, you're gonna be two behind on the list. Okay. So I'm doing a donation-based reading for my girl Jizzle. All right. So if you guys was to donate for the lowest tier, this is this is going to be a sample of what you guys can get when you donate for the lowest tier. Okay. So starting off, we have the Justice card. I'm just, I can't do it. I gotta get something to drink. Hold on, because as soon as I start talking. Either. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. All right. I shook them haters off. All right. So remember, first thing first, we have the Justice card. Okay, so this is the number 11 card of the Major Arcana. Um, to me, the Justice card brings balance and truth to any situation or circumstance. Okay. So again, when I pulled the justice card, I said, where in our life we get balance and truth. Okay. So the first card we got is the Page of Pentacles, right? Very beautiful card, Page of Pentacles, right? So understand that the Page of Pentacles represents um Earth of, okay, so this is the double Earth element card, okay? So the page represents the earth, meaning somebody who's looking to find balance. And then the pentacles represents earth in the sense of financial blessings, generational, oh, I'm sorry, financial opportunities and good news. All right. Opportunities and good news. Now understand that these opportunities doesn't have to be business oriented. Okay. They could be like marriage proposals, stuff like that. Please wait till your turn to post the questions, okay? And then the second card we got is going to be the Two of Cups. Okay, so remember the two represents duality and balance. And then when we're looking at the cups represents the inner emotion, similar to the moon card, right? I think and I feel. All right. So starting off with the Justice card, okay? The Justice card indicates a focus on fairness and accountability and alignment with truth. It's a reminder that what you put out into the world will come back to you in kind. If there is something in your life that feels out of balance, facing an unfair situation, just scales are about to tip in your favor. But it calls for you to take responsibility and act with integrity. You must also be confronted with a decision that requires, I mean, you may also be confronted with a decision that requires you to weigh all options carefully, taking both the logical and ethical perspectives into account. Today is a day where you'll be called to make a decision that aligns. There's a need for fairness in all matters, whether it's your relationships, finances, or internals. You need to see the truth and be prepared to face the consequences of your choices. Justice asks you to clear any lingering injustices and move forward with integrity. Um, Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is the messenger of new beginnings and practicality. Okay, so this is the ultimate practicality card. All right, this is the ultimate grounded, earthly, everyday person. Right. The Page of Pentacles is the card of learning, new opportunities, and tangible growth. It suggests that you are standing at the beginning of something, whether it's a new venture, project, or phase of your life. The page is a practical, dedicated, eager to learn person, right? So this person, remember, like I said before, when you get the Page of Pentacles, focus in on something. Like if the Page of Pentacles means you get a new job, research every single thing you need to know about that job. How much people make, the history of the company, etc., etc., etc. All right. The page is practical, dedicated, and eager to learn. The card also speaks to the potential of small, steady progress that will build over time to something significant. Today is about planting seeds in a new project, learning a new skill, for investment, whether it's time, money, or just effort. This is a time of growth and potential. Pay attention to practical details and trust even small have long-term rewards. Your dedication and discipline will pay off. All right, there's no question. So we ending with the cups. All right. So the two of cups is the card of connection and harmony, right? Um, the Two of Cups is a card of partnership, unity, and a mutual understanding. It often signifies harmonious connections between two professional or just simply platonic. It's a reminder that today you may have the opportunity to come together with someone in a meaningful, balanced way. This card speaks to emotional support, deepening bonds, and shared goals. Today, there's an emphasis on partnership and connection for you. Whether you're forming romantic, whether you're forming a romantic bond, a professional alliance, or simply strengthening a friendship, the energy of mutual respect and shared understanding is present. This card suggests that your relationships may be evolving into deeper healing. Look for opportunities to work together with others in a way that honors both parties' needs and aspirations. So, say that the energy coming up, I hope people love and support me. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I got the rules to my questions pinned in the chat already. So, so in closing, right? You get to just a general reading for the day ahead, right? So today's energy brings a powerful combination of fairness, opportunity, and connection. The Justice card is asking you to be fair and accountable in all areas of your life. Take an honest look at any imbalances or injustice. Take steps to make. The Page of Pentacles is encouraging you to start something new or to take practical steps towards a goal. Though the beginning might feel small and incremental, know that the steps are leading to something much larger. And the Two of Cups brings a beautiful energy of cooperation, suggesting that this is also a day of cultivating meaningful relationships, whether personal or professional. A choice or decision today, it will be important for you to keep your integrity and fairness at the forefront. The steps you take now will, whether alone or with a partner, will set the foundation for future growth and success. Trust that the right partnerships will support your efforts and your work will bring a harmonious outcome. Excuse me. All right. So yeah, that's it. Let me know, how this resonate. Of course, keep me in a loop. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I'm happy it was. Ever, ever. Ooh, it's cold. It's cold, daddy. It's cold. All right, here we go. What's the scenario? All right. So who was next? We got anybody coming in next? If not, that's cool too. Hey, we got 9 likes in the building. Peace, love, health, and wealth. What up, Teresa? How you doing? Hello. What up, Teresa? What up, beautiful? How you doing? What up, Juju? What's up, beautiful? Okay, then. Chocolate thunder, vanilla ice in the building. Don't hurt nobody. Ooh, kill 'em. Ooh, kill 'em. Chocolate thunder and vanilla ice. Okay. Okay. What's up? 4 more people came in. Can we get a couple more likes, please? Can we get some green hearts for the spies? Can we heal the spies, please? Let's heal the spies. All right, so Bright says she didn't want no reading. Thank you, Jizzle, for the donation. No donation too big, no donation too small. All right, who we got next? Big old hearts from Teresa. All right, fuck it. I'll get a card of the day. All right. Okay. Okay. Me either. Okay. So, the Sun card as your card of the day is an incredibly positive and uplifting card to work with. The Sun symbolizes clarity, vitality, success, and pure joy. It's a card of illumination, bringing light to the darkness, revealing the truth, and helping you see the bigger picture clearly. So clarity and illumination. The sun shines bright on everything that has been hidden or unclear, bringing clarity where there was once confusion. Today is a Today is a day to embrace transparency, to have clear vision, and to move forward with confidence. Any doubts or uncertainties you've been holding on to are likely to fade as the suns bring new perspective. Okay, I need that. Talk to me, sun card. Shit. Excuse me. If you are feeling a certain wait, did I just? Oh, if you've been feeling uncertainty, if you've been feeling uncertain about a decision or unsure of a situation, the sun card indicates that clarity is on its way. What was once veiled will be illuminated. You will be able to see things clearly. Trust that today you'll have the insight to make empowered decisions. Whoa, wait, whoa. What you mean? Hmm. What the hell is going on? Oh, you gonna have to donate $40 for that. That's that's crazy work. The sun, success and vitality. The sun is a symbol of success and achievement and vitality. It speaks to the positive outcomes of your efforts and a sense of joy that comes from being fully aligned with your true self. Whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal growth, the sun represents efforts of hard work and perseverance. The energy of success and abundance surrounds you today. Whether it's a small victory or a larger achievement, you're likely to feel a sense of accomplishment. Your energy will be high and you'll feel a natural sense of optimism and vitality. If you've been working hard toward a goal, today you may find that your efforts are beginning to pay off. On a more personal level, the sun represents joy and celebration. On a more personal level, the sun represents joy and celebration. This is a reminder to take time to enjoy life, to embrace happiness, and to allow yourself to experience moments of pure fun and laughter. It's also a card that encourages you to express your authentic self without fear, to bask in your own unique light. Today is a day to celebrate yourself and your achievements. Be proud of how far you came and don't hesitate to bask in the warmth of your own light. The energy of the sun encourages you to find joy in the present moment and to connect with moments you feel most alive. Whether it's spending time with loved ones, indulging a hobby, or simply enjoying nature, take time to honor the lighter, more carefree aspects of life. The sun, the sun is a card of growth and renewal, bringing new life to everything it touches. The card invites you to step forward with a sense of optimism, knowing that now is the fertile time for growth, whether it's in your career, relationship, or personal projects. This is a day of growth and expansion. Whether you've been nurturing, it's about to come into full bloom. Whether it's a creative project, relationship, or aspect of the personal growth, the Sun card brings a positive energy to help you flourish. Embrace your opportunities for renewal and growth and trust that you're being supported by the universal energy. The sun brings positivity, success into your life, positivity and success into your life. You are likely to experience clarity in areas that have been uncertain, and you will find yourself with an increased sense of vitality and energy. Celebrate your wins, big or small, yourself to enjoy the bright moments of life. Growth is happening, and the energy of the sun, so moving forward with confidence. Embrace your authentic self today, and remember, when you shine your light, it helps others shine too. Six people, 11 likes, and nobody on the list. What is? Am I just a pretty face? What's going on? Let me see. How many total views we got? We got 11 likes. How many views we got on this? 43 views, 51 views. Man, the ass ain't been on this whole time. That's a whole lot. How? Man. So what about oh my stuff didn't save? That's how them trolls got in here earlier. Cause it's not on subscribe. Why didn't this stuff save? I did all I did all of this, man. That's cool. Trolls is good for the algorithm, so I ain't tripping. Alright, y'all, last call for I'm gonna put some on my stomach for the night. I had some sandwiches a couple hours ago, but that shit ain't really about nothing, though. What planetary parade? What you talking about? Can we get some hearts for the people in the back who watching but they ain't saying nothing? Can we get some hearts for the people who donate, who get readings but don't donate? I wanted to see what Black Magic about tonight. Let me see. If he ain't talking about nothing too crazy, I'll play it on her. Shit, fuck it, why not? Motherfuckers, smell me? Yeah, oh yeah, and it's crazy because I said on my last on the Batman live, I said I was gonna do a live about the hero's journey. I wonder if Black Magic be listening. Shout out to Black Magic. I know they know who I am though. The whole crew, the pills. They know who I am. Oh, Black Dot. Oh, it just ended 1 minute ago. It said.
Hey, if you live in one of these cities,
But I don't
right
even
here,
care. I ain't even gonna lie to
why
you,
don't you
bro.
own an apartment building? Seriously, let me show you a path.
Mommy, wake up, mommy. I remember yelling at the top of my lungs as my mother lay in a coma, slumped over the bathroom tub. Her shoestring still tied tightly, her arm, and a syringe lay on the floor close to her body. She was just seconds away from dying from a drug overdose, and I was sprawled
No,
across
Teresa.
my mother's limp body, smacking the hell out of her. I was pleading for her to wake up. I remember
I
turning on
appreciate the
the
super
cold water in
chat,
the
but
tub,
I prefer you
pouring
to
all over her face.
donate directly to me.
My yells turned into cries of desperation.
All right, so
As I
you
still got no response from the woman who I loved
so
so
you want to
much.
know? I don't
A
know
woman
what you
who
mean.
took
Tell
care
you
of me,
about your son
only
and
woman
love
I knew.
money.
As her head lay quietly in my
Let's
arms, I saw her
choose.
light begin to
I don't.
slip away.
Well, I
She
can't tell
no
you much
longer
about your
looked like
son
a
because I'm
woman.
not doing
I
third
pushed
party
her eyelids
readings.
open to see if she was still
So
there, but all I got
choose one
was a cold,
between
empty stare. What more could a 5-year-old do
love and
but
money.
cry and ask God, please don't let my mommy die.
So,
Then,
Kimmy, was that
as
your
her
way of saying
cries
you wanted to
rained
get on the list, or you just saying that you just?
angel was sent
I
to
don't
me.
understand.
Not your ordinary angel, but a
I will
black knight
always
in
take
shining
any
armor.
general
That
words
black
of
knight was my Uncle
insightfulness.
Chris, who emerged seemingly out of nowhere, towering over me with an aura of invincibility. As he stood in the doorway, suddenly I didn't feel so helpless. I didn't feel so alone. If there was a God, he or she had answered my prayers. My uncle, who was much bigger and stronger than I was, began to resuscitate my mother, smacking her much harder than I could. He picked her up and placed her into the tub, running cold water all over her body. He told me, run into the kitchen, look into the refrigerator, and get some milk. I stood frozen for a second. I'm thinking, milk.
All right.
Here it is,
What
my
are
mother
you?
is
I can't
lying in the
remember.
bed
Are you?
about to
What's
die.
your age and are you
Get
single?
some milk.
I can't remember.
I later would come to understand that milk was commonly used to bring down a person's high or bring them out of an overdose. Within a few minutes of performing this overdose ritual, my uncle had did what I didn't think was possible. He had given me back my mommy. Still in a delusional state, she turned to her 5-year-old son, and all she could say was, Dwayne, I'm sorry.
Thank you for the
So
donation.
happy that she was still alive, all I could say was, Mommy, I love you.
So I was asking you, did you want to get on the list, Kimmy? And I was saying, Teresa, what did you want? She said love.
Whoa. I gotta. Whoa. Give me a second, Doc. I got you. I got you. Yeah, start the show, Doc. Peace, man. That's the intro. The oldest memory I have of my mom's. It was such a tragic moment for a kid to have to go through and endure. But it's part of the process that made me who I am today. And I thought no fitting way to begin this journey, this hero's journey, than to open up with something as powerful as this, as a book trailer, so you can know where this story is going to go.
Hey
And so,
Teresa, I can't. Are you
we're
single,
here,
Teresa? I got some cards
and
for you. I just need to know how to.
and this book is a part of a 3-book series. The first book, Rich, was Hip Hop Decoded. It was my first love, right? So I wrote from his ancient origins to my name Matrix, and it was my first love. But I wanted to write a second book because hip hop didn't just show up, Rich. It was birthed within a climate, and that climate became urban culture. And so I walked through urban culture, the liquor store, the church, the way we wear sneakers, the barbershop was critical. It gave birth to what we call hip hop. And then the final piece is my story. You gotta laugh to keep crying, which is again, like I said, my personal story of my hero's
Okay, so the first card you got is going to be the first card you got is going to be let me pause this. I'm sorry. All right. So Teresa, you asked for a love reading. Okay. So the first card you got is the Justice card. Um, remember, whenever we looking at major arcana cards, whether it's going to be fast and hard or slow and gradual, these cards is going to make their presence known in a very loud way. Okay. So the Justice card is bringing balance and truth. Second card, he was the King of Cups. Um, the King represents the air element, and the cups represents the water element. The water element I statement is I feel. Okay, I love or I feel. So the King of Cups represents love and nurturing, wisdom, paternal energy. So whenever we looking at these cards, we can always count some of the court cards as possibly personality type cards. Okay. So then last but not least, we go right back to the major arcana. And the major arcana card that you see here is the number 7 chariot card. Remember that the chariot card represents progression and forward motion. Okay. So getting back to business, let's take a dive into these cards and so here we go. So the journey, so Teresa, the journey to love is all about balance, emotional depth, and taking action with confidence. Okay. I'm sorry. The journey to love is about balance, emotional depth, and taking action with confidence. All right. So the justice asks you, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna start from here. All right. So this justice card indicates that you could be in a period of time of debating fairness, honesty, and balance because these are key approaches. Okay, this card suggests that you are being called to look at past relationships or just experience with love in general from a fair, objective standpoint. Um, Ask yourself, have there been patterns of imbalance, perhaps situations where you could have gave more than what you received, or whether in relationships, were you ever in any relationships where you wasn't equally yoked, right? Um, so as a single person, is this card gives a couple themes uh to look out for, right? So the first one is going to be self-reflection. The justice calls for a period of self-reflection. It is being honest with yourself about what you want and truly deserve in a partner. Is there any unresolved conflicts they may need to be addressed before moving forward? Seeking balance. The justice card reminds you that love needs to be balanced. If there is a desire in a relationship based on mutual respect, equality, and fairness, then these are the qualities that we need to also embody within ourselves. So you may need to let go of any unfair expectations, guilt, or past attachments. So lastly, the justice card talks about the legal and formal consider. It is possibility that you may enter a relationship with a partner who embodies the energy of the more formal sense. Someone who is involved in law, politics, even a partner who is fair minded. So the King of Cups represents emotional maturity, wisdom, and a deep understanding of both oneself and others. This card is highly positive for relationships as it suggests that your ideal partner or the type of energy that he could carry, or this could indicate the energy that you need to embody within yourself, right? But in general, this would be somebody who is emotionally balanced, compassionate, and nurturing. So the three keys for a single person with this card is seeking emotional depth. Okay, so you could be looking for more than just a surface level attraction. Seeking a true connection that is emotionally fulfilling, where communication is open and understanding and flows freely. All right. You may be drawn to a partner who is not only emotionally available but also emotionally mature, able to provide stability and calm during difficult moments. Okay, that is very important. So the card also indicates a level of self mastery of emotions, right? The card, in order for you to really secure love, you need to ensure that you are fully in control of your. You may need to focus on cultivating emotional stability and avoiding extremes in your own feelings when whether it's fear, excitement, anger, or whatever, right? Before inviting a partner into your life. All right. So if you believe that the King of Cups is going to be your ideal partner, then you're going to have to be the ideal match for the King of Cups. All right. So, lastly, the card talks about healing and compassion. The King of Cups encourages compassion, which may be important for you in how you reflect, or I'm sorry, it might be important for you in how you relate to others in search for love. You may need to practice patience, understanding both for yourself and your potential partners, allowing for healing and growth to take place within your relationships. All right, so last but not least, you got determination, control, and forward momentum all wrapped in one card. All right, the chariot brings the energy of movement, victory, and taking charge of one's own destiny and pushing forward with clarity and purpose. For you, Teresa, the chariot speaks to the need to move confidently in your pursuit of love. It's a reminder that while love may require patience and openness, it also requires a sense of personal drive and determination to manifest the type of relationship that you truly, truly desire. So, what do the three things that you might want to focus on with this card as a single person? So, number one, again, taking charge of your life. Chariot calls you, Teresa, to actively pursue love with a sense of direction and control, overcoming obstacles. The chariot indicates that there may be a need for external or internal obstacles preventing you from moving forward. Number three is going to be balancing of the opposing forces. So just as the chariot cards depict, just depicts the need for balance in opposing forces, like two horses or the sphinxes that's pulling the chariot. Teresa might be in a phase where she needs to reconcile different aspects of her life, perhaps balancing independence with the desire for partnership or finding a way to manage her career and personal life in harmony with her love life. So, in combination, right, when we look at the cards, we want to kind of draw a combined message to kind of like tell a story or make a prophetic message, right? So, the Justice card is going to ask you to get clear what you truly want and deserve and love. The King of Cups indicates that you are seeking a relationship that offers you emotional security, depth, and understanding. And then the Chariot card gives you, it indicates the drive that you need to actively pursue with determination. In essence, the combination encourages you to be honest with yourself about desires and love, to seek a partner who matches your emotional maturity, and to take bold and power action in moving toward a connection. All right. Uh, if you approach your search with love and clarity, just like the Justice card, the compassion of the King of Cups, and the forward momentum of the Chariot card, you're looking to attract a fulfilling and meaningful relationship. Okay. So everything that I see here indicates that everything is going to be a-okay. But again, you got to take charge and you got to embody the energy, right? Every like a lot of women, like Kevin Samuel started that, that high value man stuff, right? And whatever that means to you, right? Whatever you value is high value, right? But deep down inside, right, we ask the question of, are you an energetic match to the person that you want? Right? Are you the person that would want to date? Would you want to date yourself? Right? Um, the thing is that you can be open and honest with yourself, right? You know all your flaws, you know all your hiccups, you know everything that holds you back. So for you to be able to ask yourself, would I date me if somebody knew all my deeper, darkest secrets, all of that? You gotta make right with that question. You understand what I'm saying? In order for you to really move how you want to move, you got to make right with that question. Or else you always going to be on a pursuitment of happiness and never enjoying the happiness. All right. So let me know if you got any questions, comments, or concerns. I think I'm going to get me some ice cream or something. I don't know. Do some mysterious KP stuff. I don't hear nothing but ladies calling. I can take all y'all with me. So I think Kimmy was on the list. I don't know. Did you already watch this? Open YouTube.
Amazing energy. I wanted to take time out to thank you for your contributions to fallen humanity. Because what work that we do is special. You've been there from the beginning, watching first, observing, and then you filled in an awesome blank, an awesome section within our lives that needed to be filled, and you're holding and preserving the original context of what the conscious community was all about. So you're important to us, and I wanted to give you your flowers and thank you. Enclosed is a copy of my book. You got to have to keep from crying. It is my story to its fullest. I wanted to share it with you in hopes that it could inspire you and uplift you. My brother, peace, love you to life, give the family all love. All right, so inside, let me get myself together here. Inside is the inside is the book, like that, and he gets right into it. He gets right into it. Brother definitely gets right into it. He gets right into the whole mommy, wake up, mommy. So I gotta be careful reading shit like that. Whew. Yeah, my mother passed away in my 20s, y'all. So I just gotta take it easy. But yeah, Dot, man, this is wow. I'm gonna I was talking to my lady. She was like, man, you gotta buy like 10 of those books. We're gonna buy. What we're gonna do is well, I want everybody. We're gonna have a great conversation. Let me start on like that. I just thought it was just a little emotional, starting out the show. Um, I'm gonna buy a lot. I'm gonna buy about 10 of these books, and I'm gonna be giving them out on my show. But I don't want that to deter you from supporting the brother tonight and purchasing it tonight. Very therapeutic. I mean, I just started it. I went through. He had the brother's brilliant. He got the QR codes throughout the book. Yes. So throughout the book, you could use your camera and click on the QR code and go. And he has a special chapter about the gathering of the masters that just happened. So I'm a Virgo. One Virgo to another, just pure genius, my brother. Pure genius, and this is what we need coming from the grassroots community. Just a beautiful display of art, a beautiful display of packaging and putting care into what you're presenting to the rest of the world. I mean, a beautiful representation for the grassroots community, the conscious grassroots community, and you did a great job, Dad. Thank you, Kate. Great job, my brother. And I couldn't give those out to everybody. Because it's very expensive, very expensive, yeah. And but the ones I gave it out to, I wanted to let you know you are not NPCs in my life. You're not non-player characters. You guys are intricate characters along my hero's journey. And to test me, challenge me, uplift me. And so when we think about this hero's journey, all of these people in your life play a significant role in some way or another, and everybody I gave that to had the same response. First of all, it was beautifully done, and I had grown men in tears. I had grown men in tears, and so I get it because I took time to give out these individual messages to the people, and like I said, some people couldn't get it. I couldn't afford everybody, but if you made the list, you meant a tremendous amount to me, and so I'm thankful it was well received. What I didn't expect was people to share their unboxings. And so when the unboxing started happening, King Simon and Red Pill's unboxing was bananas. You know, he was up on the mountaintop and uncovered, but everybody unboxed it and they felt the love, and I appreciated that. And so this is a very important. I've been telling people about this project, but to get through it, you see how much trauma is in the beginning of the story. There are other aspects that were so traumatic. I kept avoiding because I didn't want to. And in one of the chapters, close to the end, I speak about becoming Black Dot. And Black Dot is a superhero. And so Black Dot may not appear to have flaws, but Dwayne has all the flaws. Dwayne has the trauma. Dwayne has the pain. And so I had to name this book Dwayne Bowser so that I could continue healing on my hero's journey. And every hero has a kryptonite or something in their past that they don't want to deal with. And so I finally dealt with mine. And I thank the people for the overwhelming response. I gotta excuse my voice. I'm almost hoarse. And, you know, yelling and you know what I mean? So I appreciate the love that has been coming through.
You know how artificial intelligence can't feel, can't have emotion. What I want to ask you, sometimes I hear people who, you know, what we consider rich is a relative term. You could be rich in spirit and rich in different ways, rich in family, rich in happiness. But what I'm talking about in particular right now is rich and financially rich. People who are born financially rich. I hear a lot of the complaints they have. And to the average person, we like, man, shut the fuck up. Right? You was born whatever. What I want to ask you, you mentioned the term NPCs. You think people who are born rich, it's almost like being born as an NPC in the sense that, not totally, but in the sense that you can't feel because you had the trauma. And the trauma, it's like the journey. Bobby always talked about the journey.
Yes.
The journey is what allows us, when we reach that destination, to look back at the journey and to just be amazed at what we went through. Like my journey as a child, I talked about my mother growing up in the projects, having no father. My father got killed while I'm 9 months in my mommy's tummy, about to come out her tummy. This nigga leaving the world, I'm coming in the world. So the trauma, I got so much energy stored in me because of that shit that I feel so easily. Do you think that being born rich is is it comparable to like artificial? I don't want to say artificial, but you get the point I'm trying to make. Is it like you're missing out on an important aspect of life being born with a certain amount of privilege?
I think you become void of the experience. You become void of the journey, and a lot of superficial things, so to speak, can be brought into your mix. And so you are able to bypass. It's a video game, right?
Yes.
And I'm gonna date myself here, but like playing Donkey Kong. In the beginning of the game, it's just easy. You know, one barrel come down, you know, you jump, and 2 barrels. The better you get at the game, the harder the game becomes. You know what I'm saying? The more sophisticated, the more endurance you have to overcome the great levels. And so life is sort of like that. So while you're going through your challenges, you think that this is some form of punishment, and it's actually molding and carving you into the hero you are to become. Now, here's the thing about the video game. Since we claim we in assimilation, the reason you're able to advance to the higher levels is because you figured out some algorithms, some cheat codes in the game. But while you're figuring out the game, Rich, the game is figuring you out too. And so it becomes a back and forth situation. Your goal as a kid is to get your name up to the top 5, like I'm the top scorer. But when you do that, now you have put a bullseye on your back as one of the chosen ones. One of the chosen ones who went through some shit, who endured. Because if you can rise above what we have to go through, you're a superhero. And so those who don't have that opportunity, because we can tie this shit. Sinners. This is what Remick was after. He was after your stories But he was after your struggle because he was void of those kind of stories and those kind of struggles. When they after Michael Jackson's catalog or Prince's catalog, they want those stories because those stories much pain and trauma and endurance. NWA became more big with white audiences at first than they did with black audiences because white audiences wanted to vicariously experience what it was like to be a
What up,
all
Art?
that we have to go through on an everyday basis to survive. Those who are handed a silver spoon, they think that's the end of the journey. They won, but they've lost because they didn't go through the steps. They're not as qualified to be as in tune with nature as you are. That's how I
no
see
complaints.
it. Now there are exceptions to that rule. Some have come the hood and then made it. So we do know that. But we speak in no sense. If you don't go through some pain, some trauma, or what appears to
Uh-oh. I messed up. I'm doing all right. Ain't no complaint. I'm about ready to rob a bank. Besides that, ain't no complaint. I woke up today. Everything pretty much worked almost. I got a with some pretty cool people in it. I ain't mad. I ain't complaining. It's all good. You know, I'm 34, so I ain't been stretching lately. So, you know, I be stiff and all types of stuff. No, we were just sitting there watching the play, listening to a podcast. Well, you better get on that CMOS now. And when you turn my age, you can feel like you're 30. How can I help you, friend? Well, you better get on it. Now, that shit is essential. That's like a natural multivitamin. You better hop on that thing. Get down on it. Get down on it. Woo. Oh, I thought you said something else. I said, what? Yeah, I mean, I prefer to get it dried, but if I can get it in a capsule, already ground up or whatever, I'll take it. Because my first time trying sea moss, it was in the capsule. I don't think the company open no more, but at first I didn't think that it worked. And then I start back drinking because I used to be an alcoholic. And I started back drinking. I used to break out. Whenever I would drink and I would take the sea moss, I would break out. So I'm like, damn, this sea moss probably is doing something. Woo, woo, woo. So how can I help you? How can I help you? Let me get my deck ready. Let me reset the deck. Let's not leave these lingering energies open. I don't hear nothing but ladies calling. All right, so please follow the pinned instructions. Last call. I'm calling out last call, donation based or not. Last call. Open up YouTube.
To be that, to help you with this outer shell. I don't know what to tell you.
Do you feel, and I'm going to ask you, we're going to get in the book, but I want to ask you a couple of personal questions. I don't want you to take it personal.
Nope.
But I just want to.
If you just a free, like just a quick free question, nothing. Check the, you know what I would say? Check the description box. Description box. Now, what I will say is that anything above a particular level of donation got to be done in private. It just, the reading going to take too long. All right, so yeah, if you just want me to pull like a card or two or something like that, cool. But if you wanna donate, then so you can donate anything you want, right? But I do have donation tiers where, you know, the different tiers get you different stuff. So if you do want to donate, then I ain't gonna tell you not to. Trust me. Yeah, but if you do want to reciprocate the energy and you want to ask a question, uh, before you even donate, I want you to check out the list of questions. Check out the list of questions. So go to step 2 in the pin question, and if you can't click that link, if you can't click the link that's pinned in the chat for step 2, then you're gonna have to go to my page. Cause I got it posted on my page. Open up YouTube.
Explore your character, and as we explore your character, then we could delve into the book. What you went through, everything in this book, Gotta Laugh to Keep from Crying. Obviously, wow, what a story, an amazing story. We're gonna get into that. You were able to overcome a lot of obstacles and create certain conditions for your family and for your son. You were able to give your son something that I dreamed that I'm able to give my son. And that's an opportunity to be an entrepreneur, to work for himself, to create an
Not
avenue
tonight.
for himself.
I can't do
You
this tonight.
assisted him. You used all your.
Not tonight. I'm not doing this one tonight. I do it in the morning. Not tonight. I need some bullshit in my in my in my aura. Let's see what the bullshit they got on tonight. I don't feel like that. Not right now. I can't do it. I'm halfway woke. All right, y'all. So as soon as I find something to watch, I'm gone. I'm about to hop off. I ain't about to keep playing around. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna wish everybody peace, love, health, and wealth. I am about to go ahead and sign out and do some mysterious KP stuff. But before I go, I just want to say thank you all. It's been an honor and a pleasure to be of service. Thank you all for tapping into Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. And if you know what I'm about to say, oh, here she go right here. Yeah. So did you want to donate, or did you just want a quick? What's up? I'm here. I thought your phone call was gonna run over a little bit. YouTube. All right, that's fine. Go ahead. All thing I ask is that you just take a look at the rules or the questions. So I got the rules pinned in the chat. So all thing I ask is this, that you follow the rules, and then we good to go. No, it's just I've been on for an hour and a half, and it's been a little bit slow. So, but I'm good though. I'm ready. I just don't want to waste a little bit of energy I got sitting on live, and I could be working on my course. I'm working on some courses right now. I'm building some courses. Yeah, you got to check. So I wanted, yeah, that's a third party. I don't, to be honest with you, I really don't, especially in public, I don't like doing third party readings. To do a third party reading really is unethical, but I would consider helping you rebuild the question. So technically, I know. So I hate to sound like an old grandpa, right? But the way I was taught tarot, a third party would be somebody who's not here, giving permission for a reading. So if somebody came to me and they was like, if somebody came to me and was like, what is Ari, such and such and such and such, I will be like, I can't spy on Ari, right? Because for me to pull cards or the whatever, right, on somebody, it'd be a violation of their privacy. Kind of like if you was having sex with your partner and Professor Xavier tapped into your mind while you was in the middle of it. Like that's kind of like that. It's kind of like, that's kind of like what it is. So technically, the cards can't answer pretty much anything. Yeah, but it's unethical for a reader to do so. Like I ain't making this up. Like you could Google it. Like technically, third party readings is unethical. So I don't mind tapping in though and seeing what's up, but it just, what I would recommend you do for real is go to number 2 in the pinned messages, in the pinned chat, go to number 2 and just take a look at that real quick. So it said, why did he just now respond from Sunday? From Sunday till today? What reason did he give you? Did he give you a reason? I'd rather see if what he said was the truth or not than to guess why. You want to know if he was laid up? Wait, what? His head was down yesterday when my male friend was over, and his friends he was with. Why you mad at me? His friend, yeah, you gotta slow down because you keep missing key points in these messages. His friend, no, I'm upset with him. When they pulled up in separate cars, his friend said to me, "What he do?" As if I was mad at his friend too. We got into an argument today. He was yelling out the window when I was leaving our parking lot. Um, so so this situation happened before he texted you? I mean, you text this. I'm confused. So what happened first? He ignored your message first, and then all this stuff happened, or all this stuff happened and then he ignored your message? And what was the message about? I think y'all got some compatibility issues. Like that's what I'm seeing. I don't think y'all a good match for each other. So this back and forth stuff ain't nothing new in y'all relationship. Arguments and all of that stuff. This ain't nothing new, huh? Well, shit, that make me a weirdo too. Cause if I ain't got nothing to say, I ain't talking shit. Yeah, well, I ain't even gonna lie to you. If this is how it's starting, then I'm gonna go ahead and just be done with this shit right now. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Yeah, I don't think we need no cards for that. Look, listen, I'm not compatible in any relationship where there's an argument, period. Only time we should argue is when we arguing on what we gonna eat for dinner or who gonna be on top. Besides that, it should be no argument in no relationship. Yeah, my thing is that if you the type of peer person, I don't even know what that means to be honest with you about his sign. But if you the type of person that when problems arise, you like to get to solutions, and the other person you with don't, then don't waste your time with dude. I'm not really. I ask people they sign to see, but to be honest with you, people be saying, "Oh, he a sun sign and he a moon sign." When you talking about love, you gotta match the eighth house with the 10th house, I believe, or the eighth house with the second house. Like, like sun signs really don't mean much when it come down to compatibility and love. We gotta start looking deeper. That's why I don't like talking about that's why I don't like talking about astrology like that, because when people talking about career finances, that's one thing. That's a whole different house. When people talk about love, that's a whole different house. So all of that stuff don't mean nothing because y'all in a romantic relationship. You need to look at the compatibility of the eighth house. But either way it goes, it doesn't matter what signs y'all are. If this is what y'all doing, then either both of y'all need to go get some counseling and then come back together and see if it worked, or y'all need to get some counseling and then move on. But I don't see y'all staying in this relationship and ain't nobody getting help. That ain't where it's at. Well, well, if that's what it takes for you to get a respond out of him, again, that's just another reason why you don't need to be with him. The more you text, the more you tell me. See, and this is what I'm saying. You said you not in a relationship. Yeah, this is over with. I ain't even gonna lie to you. If anybody, if listen, if anybody even pull cards on this, you need to run from them fast, man. For one, they unethical, and for two, this is obvious. If this is how it's starting off, then imagine this is it ain't gonna do nothing but get worse. If it start off good, it's gonna get better. If it start off bad, it's gonna get worse. I can't even lie to you. I wouldn't even take your money. Even if you was to donate, I still wouldn't even take your money. Like, like this ain't where it's at. Like I said, when you really truly getting into it with somebody, like love somebody, only time y'all supposed to argue is over, you know, who gonna massage who first, who gonna be on top, right? Who gonna wash who back first in the shower. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna cook for who tonight? That's what y'all should be arguing about. Not not money, not niggas, not none of that shit. Not infidelity, nothing. If I even gotta think about infidelity in a relationship, I'm done. If you gotta if I can't know the code to your phone and you gotta stand there looking over my shoulder while I'm using your phone, I'm cool. All that shit. I ain't got no time for none of that stupid nigga shit people be doing. None of it. I'm cool. I not no arguments. I'm cool on arguing. I'm cool on all that shit. That a lot of people think that shit is normal because it happens a lot and it's not. A lot of people think that shit is cool because it happens a lot and it's not. That shit is not healthy. Man, we can't sit down and watch TV without arguing? No, this ain't going nowhere, cuz. You would be a fool to think so. I ain't never seen nobody in no wedding vows say that they was gonna argue for the rest of their life. Like, that was cool on that shit, cuz. You gone? You still driving? I don't know what's going on. All right. So, I wish you peace, love, health, and wealth, and everybody else who came through and visited the Vibe Tribe today. Um, Again, man, it's an honor and a pleasure to be of service to you all. I wouldn't rather be nowhere else but where I am today. So with that being said, man, if you know what I'm about to say, please say it with me. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else but it. Whoa, wait. Somebody just came in. The number just flipped. Hold on, let's see. Is that you, Ari? That just came in? All right, so somebody came in a lot. All right, so peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, put it back on the show. Why? Because I ain't buying it. Peace. Oh, yeah. Take a ride in that SS Impala. Right? Yeah, you. Yeah.